Hello. Hey, thanks for coming. I'm going to see how I can work this out with my camera because it's above my screen, so this may look kind of weird with me looking down. Thanks for coming out. Super excited that I have someone in my video. We've got 2 people now. Yay. So this is going to be our 200 subscriber giveaway, and I'm not picking till the end of the video. So if you haven't had a chance to comment on our last video, go over there and comment. Hey, Along the River Homestead, and thanks Heath Family Homestead for being here tonight. So like I was saying, if you haven't had a chance to comment, go comment. Awesome. Thanks for telling others to come. We've got 3 so far, and I told my kids if 2 people came that I would consider this live a success. So we're a success now, right? So what I kind of thought, because I've been on a couple lives now, and a lot of people will just kind of sit and chat, which I'm totally awesome, cool with that. But I came up with, I got a bunch of like get to know you questions because I haven't done a lot of get to know yous on my channel yet. So I thought that might be something fun we could try. And I was going to read the question. I'll answer it. And then I want you guys to answer as well because I want to get to know you more too. So I got, when do I like to get up in the morning? So right now I sleep in as much as I can because I have a 2-year-old who keeps me up all night long. And so I kind of get up whenever I have to get up. Normally it ends up being like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So what about you guys? When do you get up in the morning? Okay, we'll go to the next one. If I won a lot of money, what would I buy first? Oh, Along the River Homestead said she gets up at 5:30. I'm not a morning person. That I would be a zombie. Heath Family Homestead says 4 a.m. Hey, thanks for joining us, Royal Amethyst Acres. Thanks so much for coming. Along the River said on weekend she's lucky if she sleeps till 7. See, I'm a baby. I am not a morning person. Hey, KBL Texas Homestead 4:30. Oh, I'm just not a morning person. Okay, so our next question, what we're doing is we're reading get to know you questions, and I'm answering them, and I want you guys to answer them as well. So the next question was, if I won a lot of money, what would I buy first? So the irresponsible part of me would go and buy a bigger homestead and buy a bunch of goats. And right now I'm really wanting a mini cow because I totally want a mini cow. Not that I really need it, but that would be the irresponsible part of me. The more responsible part, would put it towards like paying off a mortgage or saving for things. That's the responsible part. So if you guys won or got a lot of money, what would you go kind of splurge it on? Heath Family says they would buy some more land and move my family with me. Anyone else? What else would you guys go and get? Hey, Robertson's Belly Acre. Thanks for joining us. If you're just getting in, we're going to pick the 200 subscriber giveaway winner at the end. If you haven't gone and comment, go to the last video about mending clothes and just make a comment, and that will enter you in for the giveaway. Royal Amethyst Acre says, I would buy an island. Is that because you want to get away from people or just have like a beautiful island? It could be either one. So the next question I have is, what is my favorite subject in school? When I was a kid, I really loved art. I was really into art and like creating things. That was really and science was my other one. I really liked science, the hand-on subjects. What about you guys? What was your favorite subject when you guys were in school? And that could be college. That could be, when you were younger. History. Heath Family Homestead says history was theirs. See, I'm not a history person. I cannot remember dates to save my life. I can remember like the stories and events, but don't ask me a date to go along with it. Okay, so the next one is, what is my favorite candy? And I don't have like a specific candy that's my favorite, but anything basically with chocolate or caramel in it, I'll eat it. So I guess, well, and I'd probably put in there. So my son for 4-H, he's learned how to make goat milk caramels. And then this last year, he learned how to do chocolate covered goat milk caramels. And then he made a sea salt version. And those were amazing. Like I was talking to my mom about this giveaway and she's like, in the future, you should do a giveaway with his caramels. And we may have to do that eventually. So you guys, what are your favorite candies? Royal Amethyst, you were a singer in school. That's pretty awesome. Were you like in choir or did you like do more solo type stuff? I was in choir. I loved choir. KBL, Texas Homestead, math, but you hated it, but it was easy. So I guess at least it was easy, right? Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting behind on the chat. Dark chocolate, Royal Amethyst Acres. I love, when I was a kid, I hated dark chocolate, but now I love dark chocolate. A good dark chocolate any day. Okay, Royal Amethyst choir, solos, and all-state. And I actually was in all-state choir when I was, I think, a junior in high school, was in the Oregon all-state choir, which was a really cool opportunity. Okay, next question. What do I like most about myself? So when I saw this question, I was like, is that a physical trait or is that just a personality? So physical, I like my eyes the best. And then personality, I like that I dream big and then I fight to get what I want or fight for my dreams. I like to have big dreams. I like to always have something I'm working on. And so I think that's, you know, a personality trait I like about myself. So what do you guys like about yourselves? That's really cool, Royal Amethyst Acres, that you've done weddings, funerals, and parties for singing. So I'm guessing you have a really beautiful voice. Okay. Oh, Along the River said Almond Joys. Those are, especially when I was a kid, I loved Almond Joys. Okay, Along the River said, I like my personality. I did. We were watching a video of yours tonight, and I love your personality, and I love your hair color. If you're in a bad mood, it'll make you laugh. That's awesome. That's a great personality to have. Okay, next one. What is my favorite game to play? I don't even know. Sorry, the one where it says Crystal Walker, that's my account that my son is on. So if you're like, what? And Paisley's my 2-year-old who's bawling downstairs. You may have to let her come up and join us in a little bit. Okay, so my favorite game to play. Let's see, what do we play a lot? I don't know if you guys have ever played Settlers of Catan. That's one that our family plays a lot, and I think it's really fun. Though my family always makes fun of me because I win it a lot. And so whenever they play, they're like, oh, you're ready for mom to kill you. So Settlers of Catan, or I like card games a lot. We know quite a bit of different card games. So what about you guys? Do you have games you like to play? Do you play like family games or with spouses? Or video games? People can like video games too. A trio. I haven't played that board game. We'll have to look at it. Skippo. We played that a lot as a kid. That's a good one. I don't think I've ever played that with my kids. We'll have to get that and teach them how to play it. We may have to let the 2-year-old come up and join us. I can hear her screaming downstairs. She's sad. Okay, next question. What is my favorite sport? Now, I'm not super into sports now, but I was more into them as a kid. I loved playing volleyball when I was I played a little bit in high school, but mostly when I was in like middle school. Oh, thank you, Along the River, for sharing our thing. I know we're a small group, but I'm hoping as I do these more and as our channel grows more, that more people will come. But hey, 5, that's pretty good. Uno is another one. Yep, we play Uno. We also play Phase 10, if you've played that, but we got a version called Phase 10 Masters, where it's a little bit different and makes it a little more challenging. So that's another really fun one. Eating is my favorite sport. That is one of my favorite sports. And also I would say cooking, if we can count that as a sport, as long as I don't have to wash the dishes, that would be my second favorite. Okay, next question. Oh, hang on. When do I like to go to bed? So now that I'm a mom, I have to go to bed a little bit earlier. Normally we try to go to bed around 10 o'clock, but I'm naturally more of a night owl. And so when I was younger, and and I'm sure a lot of moms relate to this. Yes, you can bring Paisley up, Sam. When I was younger, I would stay up till like 1, 2 in the morning or later. I'm definitely a night owl. What about you guys? How late do you stay up? Royal Acres for sports, she said football, gymnastics, ice skating to watch now. She did softball, track, cheerleading, and golf in high school. I did track too. I really like track. Hey, Cranky. You say hi to everyone? Can't see you, huh? Woo! Yeah, I don't know how I used to party either, because now if I'm up till like 11 o'clock at night, I get up in the morning and I'm just dead. They're saying hi to you, Paisley. Can you say hi? You're not used to looking at yourself when we talk on the computer, huh? Yeah, but I did track in high school too, but I didn't do the running. I'm not a runner. So I did, discus was my favorite. And then I did shot put as well, but I wasn't very good at it. Next question is, if I had one wish, what would it be? Or are you going to pick for us? My wish, if I had one wish, it would be closer to my family, because my family's all in Oregon and we are in Wyoming right now. And it's really hard being away from my family. We're all pretty close. What about you guys? If you had a wish, what would it be? Oh, hang on. Don't get rid of them yet. Robinson Valley Acres says, we stay up late. We try to go to bed early. Yeah, night owls. So true. I don't know what one you just had. It's gone now. Hang on. You got to wait a second. Okay, pick one and give it to Mom. You'd wish for more wishes. That's a good wish. Okay, let's see what it says. So it says, what is my favorite food? And I have a lot of favorite foods, but seafood tends to be, like, anything with seafood is one of my favorites. I really like sushi is another one, which we just recently did homemade sushi, and I'll have a video of that coming out soon. Oh, we're tired. Are we gonna fall asleep while talking? I can't see anything. Ability to travel the world. Along the river, Homestead, lobster. And in Wyoming, you cannot get good lobster, but good lobster is amazing. Yeah, I love good seafood. Are you going to say hi? Or are you going to fall asleep? I'm tired. Oh, she doesn't really love it. I love seafood. Hi. Okay, next question. Oh, we're up to 8 people. I'm so excited. Thank you guys all for coming out. If you're new, go to my last video about mending clothes and make a comment. That will get you into the subscriber giveaway, which I'm going to draw at the end of this live stream. Okay. No sea bugs for me. Oh, but they're so good. Okay, next question. What is my favorite breakfast food? And breakfast food is one of my favorites. We do homemade crepes. That's one of my favorite breakfast foods. Or like we've had like French toast casseroles before, and that would be another top favorite. So Heath Family Homestead, all of it. Yeah, you can't get enough of breakfast food. Oh my goodness, she's just falling asleep right here. She's ready for bed. Huh. Sausage and gravy. Yep. Yeah, you need to try crepes. They're really good. Put all sorts of different toppings in them, but they're really yummy. Okay. Let's see. What is my favorite day of the week? I would probably say Friday is my favorite day of the week because my husband has Fridays off. And so it's kind of nice to have that extra helper during the week with all the things that we do. KBL Texas Homestead said biscuits and gravy. We love biscuits and gravy. That is definitely another top. Yep, Friday because of the weekend. But see, Friday is the start of our weekend. So that's also why I extra love Friday. What about you guys? What day of the week is your favorite? Okay. So then what superpower would I like to have if I could have a superpower? I would love to be able to either duplicate myself or to give myself more arms because, as I've said in a couple of my videos, we've got 8 kiddos in our house right now. And between 8 kids, homeschooling, and all the other things, plus the animals, I just could use another one of myself so that we could get things done a little bit better than I already do. Telepathy. So you'd want to read people's minds, Royal Amethyst. What about anyone else have a superpower they would want to have? Yeah, I need more than one of me. Oh, and then I saw in Royal Amethyst, she's talking about the crepes. Nutella and banana crepes. We do Nutella with straw. Well, this last time we did Nutella, strawberries and raspberries and bananas, and that was really good. We also will do like scrambled eggs with cheese and bacon or sausage in our crepes as well. Sorry, we're jumping back on the last question. Okay, what is my favorite color? And my favorite color is orange, but it's not like fluorescent orange. I like sunset orange or kind of like a burnt-ier orange, fall orange too. Royal Amethyst, agree with Chrissy, 8 kids, you're my hero. So with our 8 kids, just to clarify, we've got 4 biological kiddos and then we do foster care and we've got 4 foster kiddos living with us. So our house number changes kind of not super often, but every once in a while, we'll change from how many kids we have, which is kind of weird. Along the River says green, all greens. My husband's favorite color is green. Along the River, I want Matilda power. That was a good movie. I loved Matilda. Okay, next question. What is my favorite activity? That's a hard one. Favorite activity. Like some of my favorite things to do are like being out with our goats. I really love our goats and our chickens. They're kind of just fun to see and to feed. Cuddling this little girl. She's very snuggly, which I love. My older kids are not quite as snuggly as they used to be, so it's kind of fun to have someone to snuggle with again. Oh, thank you, Royal Amethyst. I don't know if we feel like heroes. We feel like we kind of go crazy sometimes, and we're just trying our best to do what we feel called to do with doing foster care. But it's been a really big blessing, but it definitely has had its struggles. But we wouldn't trade it for anything. Royal Amethyst favorite colors: pink, black, and purple. All good colors. And Along the River Homestead, swimming and gardening. Those are, really good ones. My husband's more of the gardener in our family. I like gardening, but I think after like years and years of just not growing much, I'm not the gardener anymore. I like animals because I'm able to get cute babies and have it work out most of the time. I see your comments, Sam. Okay, next question. What is my favorite piece of clothing? I would say leggings. I like bright, fun, colored leggings. What about you guys? What's your favorite piece of clothing? Yeah, Sam wants to be involved. He wants to be in this video. We sent all the kids to bed. That's why we're doing it at this time, once we were like, we've got to get it so that it's quiet enough, because with 8 kids, we have a super loud house. And so we had to make sure enough kids were in bed and enough people quarantined off so that you guys actually could hear us. Hoodies, yes. I haven't had a good hoodie for a long time, but that used to be all I would ever wear. Hey, making lemonade from lemons. I'm glad you're here. And leggings, yes. I was like against leggings several years ago. I don't know. I didn't love them and never I think I tried a couple pairs and they were the cheap kind and they never felt good. And then my sister bought me this pair from Charlie's Project, which I love Charlie's Project. And I wore those and I fell in love with leggings. And so I have a whole bunch of different kinds. And they're packed away right now. But this little girl has a baby shark dress from Charlie's Project. And I have matching baby shark leggings. And they're like my favorite. I love them. Okay, where are we at? Hat. I have to have a hat. KBL Texas Homestead. That's my husband. Whenever he's working on a project, has to have some kind of hat. Hey, Naturally NC, thanks for coming by. If you guys are just showing up, make sure to comment on my last video about the mending the clothes to get entered into the subscriber giveaway. We're going to draw at the end of this before we all go. Okay, so next question. What is my favorite way to travel? And my favorite way to travel right now, really my favorite way to travel is not to travel. Because with all our kids, we always have to take a car and long trips get a bit exhausting with all the kids. And this little girl cries every car ride. She hates being in the car. But if I had all the money in the world, I would travel by plane. I like traveling by plane. So what about you guys? How do you like to travel? Let's see. Catching up on some of these comments. There are lots of amazing people in here. Thank you guys all for coming. Our toddler hates long car rides. Yeah, she doesn't like. I'll have tons of food and snacks and books, and we'll get tablets with videos on it. And she's just crying and screaming, throwing it all over the place. She's learned how to unbuckle the top section, so I can't go on too long of car rides, or she'll start unbuckling that top part and pulling her arms out, and then it's not safe. Drag car. Jetpack. Okay, that would be an awesome way to travel. Have a mask so you don't get bugs, getting in your face. Whatever way takes me to the best places. That's a good one. Hey, Copper Kettle Farms, thanks for coming over. I was just at your live, so that's awesome. Thank you for coming. Mr. Walker is plain 100%. I'd go either way. Yeah, I kind of get that. Which Walker Family Farm? I love the last name because our last name is Walker too. Okay, so we've got a bunch of new people in here. Make sure to comment on my last video about mending clothes because that's how you enter in for the giveaway that I'm going to do at the end of this live. Okay, so we'll do our next question. We're answering get to know you questions so we can all get to know each other. What is my favorite animal? So my favorite animal that I have now is probably our baby goats because babies trump everything. They're super cute right now and they still want to play and cuddle and not just knock me over for food. So the baby goats. I know when our chickens have their chicks, those will be the next on my top list. And then I have this secret love affair with someday I want a mini cow. A Highland mini cow is what I want. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but that's my dream. Okay, I'm going to look at some of our comments. Visiting Alaska in May, going to be a long plane ride with 3 kids. I bet it probably is. And which I haven't traveled in a plane with kids for years. So I probably in my head have it made up that it's better than driving the long drive because we drive to Oregon at least once a year. And it's a long drive from Wyoming. And with all our kids, it ends up being an even longer drive. Woo. Oh, so what are your guys' favorite animals? I forgot to put that to you guys. So you're answering the questions too. What's your favorite animal? Along the Homestead. Mini cows are trending now. I guess everyone wants one. I don't know. For some reason, a normal size cow makes me nervous. I think just because I've never really worked with cows before. I've been around them, but I haven't worked with them. But I've worked with a goat, and I'm comfortable with a goat. And so I'm like, a mini cow is just a little bigger than a goat, but not as big as a full cow. So I think that's why I like them. Copper Kettle Farms, goats, elephants, pitties. Is that like pit bull dogs? I think is what she means by pitties, which our dog is a pitty, so we love pit bulls. Mr. Walker's cattle guy. I love horses. My kids want horses so much. And then on the comments, if you see Crystal Walker, that's my name, that's my profile. But my son Sam is commenting for us, and he says, I love my Alexander. That's his baby goat that he's going to be taking to fair this year. So yes, we're all a fan of pitties around here. Yep, I don't even know. She must have gone in with the kids. My dog somewhere. Her name's Zoe. She's not. Sam, is she down there with you? She probably is. Next question. What? Oh, well, this is weird. I'm skipping that one. What's my favorite toy? I'm not a kid, so that's not going to work. My favorite toy is any toy that keeps my kids quiet. How about that one? That's a good toy. And this little girl came up here crying, and she's passed out in my arms, of course. Oh, that's all my questions. I guess I should have typed up a bunch more questions, but thank you guys all for being here. I'm so excited. Oh, and I never told you what the prize is for the giveaway. And it's nothing super big or exciting. Hopefully I'll come up with bigger, nicer prizes in the future. But this actually came on a lot faster than I thought, because my goal for January was just to hit 100. And then I ended up hitting 2. And then my goal for February was to hit 200. And then I ended up hitting 200 way faster than I planned. So the prize is, it's a little tiny bag of seeds. But last year we grew ground cherries. And let me know, have you guys grown ground cherries before? Because I had never heard of ground cherries before last year. And we had gotten a little packet of seeds from someone, and we grew them. And my husband didn't love them, but I loved them. And most of my kids absolutely loved ground cherries. Walker Family Farm. Favorite toy is one that doesn't make noise. Yes. Or one that where its batteries run out really quick and it's too hard. I say that I can't replace the batteries, right? That's the best toy. Copper Kettle Farms. I tried growing them last year, but they didn't survive. Yeah, we planted some a little early, and then we got a late snow and frost in June this year, and so most of those died, but we were still able to replant them, and we were able to get a couple more. I have them to grow next year. Never grew them before. Yeah, and when we grew them, everything we read said like make jams, jellies, pies out of it. We never could, because the kids ate them as soon as they came in, or before they even came in. They'd come in with the wrappers and be like, oh, we ate all the good ones. And I'm like, did you save me any? I wanted some. But they were really good. And so I thought I would share some of those, because that was one of my favorite things that we planted last year. Yeah, you definitely should look into planting them. We have a really short season, and we were still able to get quite a bit. I think we only ended up with like 5 plants that made it, but some of the videos I've seen, people have had them grow up, but I think I don't know if it's our variety, but ours grew out and like vined on the ground, but they were so stiff we had them next to trellis, but we couldn't trellis them up. They would just snap. Oh, sorry, it's shaking the screen. So, trying to think of other questions we can ask. What zone is everybody in? You guys want to share that? We are in zone 4B. Here in Wyoming, we get super late frost and we get super early frost, and we don't get very warm in the summer, so it's hard to grow much of anything. We got 7A. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And zone 6B and 9B, Northern California. Is that hard? TS Dogs, Dragonfly Farm. Do you have quite a bit of drought and like water issues in Northern California, or is it still pretty wet? Because I know it's closer to Oregon, and obviously it's a lot wetter in Oregon. Hey, Simply Jan Homestead, thanks for coming in. Every map I look at says something else. Yeah, it's kind of hard knowing. For our area, sometimes it says zone 5, but it's part of it is weird with our area because some winters we'll get down into like the -15, -20 and stay there, or other winters like this year, we were in the -30s, I think at one point -40s for like several weeks. And that just did a number, it was hard on my chickens because it goes from really warm to really cold. And that's just really hard on everything. Right now it's wet, but in the summer it gets extremely dry. Yeah, and we're really dry. We're desert out here. So that's our other struggle is, we have a very short growing season and then it's super dry during the summertime. And then let's see. If you guys have any questions for me, shoot them out. This is kind of like a way to introduce ourselves too. I haven't done a live before, so we're kind of getting used to this whole new thing. Can tell you a little bit about what we have here. We are on 1/4 of an acre, so not very big. Obviously, in a couple of videos, I've mentioned that we're trying to move. We're actually under contract for a place, but we're struggling to find a buyer. It's just the wrong time of year for our house. And so most likely our contract's going to run out on the other one, but we're still going to leave our house listed and hopefully something else will come up. The reason why we really wanted this other house is it gives us some more bedrooms, and with 8 kids, every bedroom counts. We just need a little extra space. Plus, it would have given us 1.5 acres, which is a lot more than 1/4 acre. Not as much as I'd like, but more than what we have. We currently have chickens and ducks. We've had turkeys in the past, and we are going to be doing turkeys this year. One of our foster kiddos wants to sell a turkey at fair, so he's going to raise up a turkey. And then we've got goats at my kiddos. Their 4-H group has a barn because we can't have goats at our house, but the barn's just a little ways from our house, so we've got goats out there. And then we had bees, but this last week we've been hit with a horrible storm. We got 6 inches of snow on Monday, and it ended up blowing the insulation off of my beehives, and I didn't see it, right when it happened because we're in the middle of a horrible storm. And I went and checked them when it warmed up a couple days later, and all my beehives died, which totally sucks. But we're kind of thinking if we do move, it does make it a little easier to move and just start over, but it still really sucks because we were really hoping to have some honey this year. Yes, baby girl is totally out. Thanks, guys, for saying I'm doing a good job. Definitely was nervous. It's something I've been thinking about doing, but kind of dragging my feet to do, and told myself if I ever get to 200 subs, I will definitely do one, and it happened. Okay, so my son said I should ask, what do you guys produce the most? So what do you guys produce the most at home, at your home? Oh, it's Walker Family Farm. Do you guys do foster care too? Yeah, Heath family, it totally stinks about the bees. And it's kind of expensive to keep buying them year after year. This hive that we had actually made it last winter, so we were hoping that would continue to make it, but it just didn't happen. I'm kind of tempted, though, now that we have the hives, to maybe try catching a swarm and see if we can save some money with that, but we'll see. We got snow overnight and getting ice snow tomorrow. Yeah. See, on Monday we got all that snow, and then I cleared out our driveway and cleared out our paths and got it all cleaned up. And then the last couple days we've had tons of wind, and so it is all blown back. And part of me has been like, I don't want to deal with it. So it's just sitting there waiting. So TNS Dog said corn and tomatoes and chilies. Yeah, we tried to do peppers last year, and it was super wet during part of the spring, and then it was super cold all summer. I think we hit 100 like one time, which is even colder than normal for us. So none of my peppers, they like got teeny tiny peppers and never got any bigger. So we may try peppers again in the future. We're not planting anything right now inside. because we are trying to move, and I figured it wouldn't look as nice showing to have like my grow lights and tables and seeds everywhere. And last year we had trays in my laundry room, trays by the wood stove, we had trays in the basement, and I just didn't think that would look good for showing. So we may do stuff if we're still here in the spring. I've already got garlic and onion or garlic planted out, and there's asparagus and strawberries already in beds, but we just won't have as much of the plants that we're adding in later. We tried catching a swarm last year, wasn't successful. Natural Nancy. Yeah, and see, I haven't tried catching a swarm, so I have no clue how it would go here. Walker Family Farm, we produce cattle and mostly rabbits. Copper Kettle Farms, no luck growing Brussels sprouts. I haven't tried Brussels sprouts yet, but last year we tried broccoli and cauliflower, and I couldn't get the plants grew, but nothing grew on them. So, but our soil out here is horrible. We're working on trying to help it, but it's slow going. Yeah, keep trying Copper Kettle Farms, maybe someday. Hey, thanks for coming to Family Homestead. I have already been working on the tips that you gave me today. I've changed a couple thumbnails. And I'm coming up with ideas for my trailer, because what's on my trailer now is an old video, and I just stuck it there so I had something, but I totally need to get an actual trailer. So thanks for coming, and I'm so grateful that I got pulled up on your wheel. So if you need help with your YouTube channel, check out Two Family Homestead. They do a live on Thursdays where they help people out with their channels. It's awesome. Okay, let me see. Catching up on some comments. Along the River Homestead, she had the same issue with her broccoli plants. Yeah. Hey, J Love Adventures, thanks for coming out. Let's see. Yeah, homestead party, totally. I'm glad that there's people here, 14 people. I said in the beginning, I told my kids if 2 people made it out to my live chat, it would be a success. So this has been awesome. Thank you guys for coming. And anyone who's new that hasn't had a chance, in my mending clothes video, leave a comment, because that's how you're entered in for the giveaway. And I'm going to be drawing for the giveaway at the end of this. Thanks for saying I'm doing awesome, because it's definitely nervous doing this for the first time. I'm definitely a conversation person, and it's weird not having people talk back to me. And now that I've listened to lives, I'm used to someone talking to me during the live versus me doing the talking. We have just a 1/4 acre, so we are not on a very big property. We are in town, so we are limited to poultry. We have goats, but they're at my kiddos' 4-H barn. So that was answering simply Jane Homestead. So we're pretty small, and we're hoping to buy some acreage eventually. We just don't know when that's going to happen. Sorry, Sam. So if you see Crystal Walker commenting, that's my other YouTube account, and that's my son Sam commenting for me. And he's put out a couple questions, but the comments go fast, and so I miss a lot of them. You're getting sleepy watching her? Yeah, she is all cuddled up. My arm's going to be asleep by the end of this. Thanks, guys. You're awesome. Thank you guys all for coming. Yeah, and you can do a lot on a 1/4 acre. We have a huge chunk of our yard set up for our poultry run. Whenever we have people come from our 4-H group, they say our birds are spoiled, but I would do free range, but we have dogs on every fence around our yard, and so we have to keep them in an area. So that's why we have a huge run, and it's got a couple trees in it, so I love it. Oh, my co-host is stealing the show. She was even cuter when she was awake for a little bit, but she's definitely passed out. And she is in a lot of my videos because she's just so dang cute. But anyways, on our 1/4 acre, so we've got our chickens, our ducks, and then we've got actually 2 separate areas for garden beds. And then our bees are kind of in a back corner. And then we have a lot of room for our kids to play. And so if we could have goats in town, we could totally fit our goats even on our 1/4 acre. But since we can't, that's why we don't have our goats here. I would totally sneak them if I could get away with it, though. Oh, that's awesome, Jayla, that you've got a 1/4 acre. Yeah, you can definitely do a lot with it. Ugh. Checking out some of the comments. Oh, pulling her shirt down. Sorry. Sam, you had another question. Post it again. I can't remember what it was that you said. I have to go. Thanks again, everyone who's in here and for coming in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, because this is kind of like a get to know you tonight. We went through a bunch of questions before most of you got into here. Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm going to totally say it wrong, Melvillus Homestead, but thanks for coming. Oh, your kids say you're taking up the whole yard. Yeah, we purposely fenced off an area for our kids, and also to kind of keep our dog in that area, because our dog is a digger and she was digging up our garden like crazy. But we definitely are encroaching more on this space. We haven't planted a whole lot the last couple of years just because we know we're hoping to move. And so by moving, we didn't want to have too much here, but we're still doing stuff just because you never know. Things may change, we may stay, but we would love to move. Oh, it sounds like marvelous. Well, having a marvelous homestead would be marvelous, wouldn't it? Oh, 2.5 acres. That would be awesome. The place we are under contract for right now is just 1.5 acres, but compared to a 1/4 acre, it looks ginormous. So this is where it gets hard. I had all those questions ready, and then we blew right through them. Made the time go really fast. Hey, Rustic Traditions Homestead. Thanks for coming in. We're up to 13 people. That is awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. Yes, Sam, you can come up. So Cooper Family Homestead, that would be plenty. We have a garden, large yard, 2 buildings, 5 goats, 6 chickens, 3 rabbits on 1 acre right now. That's awesome. Yeah, I would definitely, even 1 acre would be awesome. Here comes Sam. He's the one who's been chatting with you. He really wanted to come up. You have to sit down somewhere. Grab that chair. Hopefully your shirt doesn't get us in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, TS Dogs. We have 1 acre, I believe. If you have green grass growing in your yard, there's plenty of space to grow anything. See, my hard thing is we've got a decent sized front yard, but the deer here are horrible. And like, if we leave our fence open, even a crack, they will push their way through and eat everything I have. And so I'd love to plant more in my front yard, but they just eat it all. They eat everything.
Hello.
Oh, they said hello. Along the River Homestead said hello, Sam.
And Cooper Family Homestead and J Love Adventures.
Hey, you could go lay your sister down since you're up here. And go put her in her bed. Oh, maybe Dad can pat her. He's in there. Got her? Okay. Well, now my arm's like awake again. Yeah, thanks on the congrats for the 200 subs. That happened way faster than I thought. We just barely hit 100 in January. And, you know, I had a lot of people tell me when I first started, when you get that first 100, it picks up a lot. And it definitely has. You know, we did do some changes to our channel to try to get us out there more. And I think that helped a lot. But, you know, thank you guys all for your support, because everyone who's here helps support our channel. And that's awesome. So thank you guys.
It's really weird because I can hear you through the vent, and the stuff up here happens a second before the stuff down there happens.
Yeah. Thanks for leaving me a thumbs up. Thanks for even coming in, Broussard's Homestead. Hopefully my signal's coming through okay. It's hard because I was watching a couple lives and it kept glitching through it, and I was like, is that my computer or is that their computer? So hopefully it's coming through okay. Yes, as small channels have to stick together. I think we really help each other grow and build on each other. And I love doing like collaborations. I think it's really cool to do those with each other and see what each other, you know, get to know each other more and what each other are doing on our own little homesteads.
Ask them what's their favorite part of their property.
Okay, Sam wants to know, what is your favorite part of your property that you have? Rustic Traditions, you're almost to 200. That is awesome. So I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, but I will make sure to go check out your channel. If you guys have a chance, check them out. Let's, you know, help them get to 200. Yes, small channels unite. Cooper family, we're all a big family. I love sending people outside the family to watch you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely love getting to know everyone. Oh, marvelous. I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm doing a lot of ums and ands and pauses, but you know, trying to keep going. It helped having in the beginning I had a bunch of questions that we kind of went over, and that helps give me something to talk about to keep it moving along. Copper Kettle Farm says, my favorite part of our property is the stream. Oh, I love a stream. I love to walk in it barefoot, watching Dean play in it. That's awesome. Cooper family, I love my blacksmith shop if I can get it running again. That's pretty awesome. So if you've watched some of my videos recently, I made a big list of different homesteading skills that I found on the internet. Like I combined a bunch of different lists, and I'm doing different, you're bumping it, different skills that it lists. Here, I'll scoot over and you can scoot this way. Just don't bump it. Different skills that it lists. And some of them I already do and they're easier, but some of them are a lot harder. And one of them is to make a knife and do blacksmithing. And I have never done anything like that. So I'm kind of excited to give it a shot and to try it. Walker Farm fam, my favorite part of the property is our creek along the river. Homestead, my yard is my favorite. It's beautiful. I love our creek across the back. J-Love, that's awesome. Royal Amethyst, our entire property is my favorite. That's, yeah, well, that's kind of the dream, is to have a property that you absolutely love. A river in my backyard. The sock trick was pretty cool. What was the sock trick?
The sock trick from your sewing video.
Oh, like sewing the sock? Yeah. Putting out videos soon, hopefully. Okay, we'll be watching for the blacksmithing videos. Sam's commenting up here now. Sam's the man. Sam does signaling for you. Rustic Traditions Homestead, I hope to move in the next few years. Our acre is a giant sandbox. Yeah, that would be really hard. Out here, it's very rocky and hard and dry soil that's just dead. And so we've been working to build back up just our garden areas, but it's just not fun trying to bring back to live dead soil. Let's see. Wow, blacksmithing will be so awesome to watch. I'm a little nervous for it. We'll see how it goes. I've looked up a couple videos on making knives, and I think the route we're going to go is we're going to take an old either rasp or file, and I'm going to use an angle grinder to do it. But the thing is the angle grinder scares me, and I've never used it. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1, is I got to get over the angle grinder part and learn how to make a knife. Yeah, it is so much work, Rustic Traditions, to fix the soil. We've been here 5 years, and we've been adding back to our soil every year. And it has improved each year for the most part, but it still takes a long time to really get going on anything. Oh, thanks for coming along the river, Homestead, and thanks for modding for me. I might have to beg someone else to be a moderator because she kindly volunteered, but I totally get if you need to head out. Rasp or lawnmower blade are easy to make one from. Okay, well, that's good to know. I didn't know about the lawnmower blade. Hey, Robertson's Belly Acres. There you go. He's working on his spelling skills so he can talk to you guys. Thanks for coming, Walker Farm Fam. Check back tomorrow, the people who are leaving, for the announcement of who wins, just in case if it's you. And if you're new tonight, make sure to comment on my video about the mending clothes. Just comment anything, and that will enter you in for the subscriber giveaway that we're going to do here in about 10 minutes. Okay, thanks for coming to Naturally NC. Royal Amethyst, are you saying I need to have many kids? I have many kids. Oh, I need to have mods, not kids. I was like, what in the world? 8 is a lot already. Royal Amethyst, you good if I make you one? Or are you heading out soon? Thank you, TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farm, for coming too. Yeah. Hang on, stop 1 second. I'm making her a mod. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's see. What other question? I should answer some of these other questions. Most of you guys weren't here when we answered these questions, so we'll pull out a couple more. So what we did with our questions is I read them. Oh, this must be the one that Paisley pulled out because we never read this one. So here's a new question. Who is my closest friend?
Oh,
you saw that one?
Where we started.
Yeah. So I would say my closest friend would be my husband right now. He's kind of my guy who sticks with all my weirdness and crazy ideas and puts up with all the things I want to do. So he would definitely be my closest friend. Sam might be my next one. He's my big helper. So what about you guys? Do you have a closest friend? Okay, this one we shared earlier. We'll see if some of you new ones. Yep, along the River Homestead. Hubs 20. Yep. So this one was shared earlier, but I'll share it again. My wife, Cooper family, have said that. Yep. Spouses are awesome. They're definitely you can fight like crazy with them, but you know in the end that you love and support each other. Okay, so what's my favorite piece of clothing? I shared this one earlier, but for the ones who weren't in here, my favorite piece of clothing are leggings, but they have to be brightly colored and have fun prints.
Like the baby shark ones.
Like our baby shark ones that I have that matches Paisley's. Right now I'm wearing like superhero kind of ones. I call my Wonder Woman ones.
They're like comic sound effect things.
Yep.
Like boom, wow.
What about you guys? Do you have a favorite thing you have to wear? Like hoodie, leggings, hats? Those were kind of all listed before.
A good winter coat.
You like a good winter coat? Living in Wyoming, a good winter coat is something you have to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, J Love Adventures. I'm wearing flower leggings right now. See? Leggings they bring joy. They feel good, and then they can be bright and colorful. I have favorite pair of camo sweatpants. Yep. Okay, let's see. We'll do a couple more and then we can pick our giveaway. Okay, this one we did earlier. What is my favorite breakfast food? I said crepes or like a French toast casserole. Those are some of like my favorite breakfast foods. What about you guys? Those who weren't here earlier, what are your favorite breakfast foods?
I like bacon.
You like bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like your bacon super crispy or do you like it still kind of soft?
I like it kind of soft.
Still kind of soft?
Yeah, like crispy on the edges and soft on the inside. Kind of like how you like it. There's 16 people.
Oh, awesome. 16 people. That is so awesome. 17. Awesome. Simply Jan Homestead leggings are so comfy. They are. They really are, especially if you get good ones. Try to spend time together as much as possible. Copper Family Homestead, bacon and eggs. Yep. And it have to be farm fresh eggs though, because since getting our chickens, we cannot go back to store-bought eggs. They just,
I don't like
we can't, we can bake with them, but I cannot like scramble up store-bought eggs anymore. Chipped beef is my favorite breakfast food. or sweet potato bacon fritters. That sounds really good. I have never had sweet potato bacon fritters, but that sounds amazing. J Love Adventures, eggs, fried potatoes, and onions. Dave Steen, I think you're new, so thanks for coming. He says he likes chewy bacon and eggs. Yeah, I don't like my bacon super crispy. I like a little bit softer. But Rustic Traditions Homestead likes it crispy. The Geocache family, thanks for coming, and thanks for the congrats. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We're going through some questions. Anyone who is new, make sure to go comment on my last video about mending clothes, because that is how you get into the subscriber giveaway. Oh my goodness, I can't say that word. And we're going to be picking the winner here in about 5 minutes. So go run over and comment real quick.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Oh, you're going to make me so jealous. Homesteading in the great outdoors from Florida, swim shorts and 77 degrees.
Oh, that sounds
nice.
nice.
I'm so jealous. This week, we've been in about the 20s, but with the wind chill, it's been like 2 degrees. It's been horrible. Like,
it's freezing.
My kiddos who do go to public school, my foster kids go to public school, and they've had to do indoor recess because the wind is so bad that it's too cold. They can't play outside. And the wind and the cold. 77 degrees sounds amazing.
Aren't we gonna release a video with a clip in it about the huge snow drifts at the goat barn?
Yep. J Love Adventures. If the bacon wiggles, it's not done. Jess from Roots and Refuge says store-bought tomatoes taste like disappointment. Store-bought eggs do too. They do. They just store-bought eggs. I always say they look anemic because, like, once you've had home eggs from your backyard, the color is completely different and the taste is completely different. And so store-bought eggs, they look like they just don't have color, and it's gross.
I don't like it. I've had it at like breakfast at like hotels or motels, where they don't taste very good. And
they just don't
pick their eggs. I like the farm fresh eggs that we have.
Making lemonade from lemons. She says, I love being able to homeschool my boys. My biological kids are all homeschooled, and so my little girl Paisley, she's not old enough quite yet. She just kind of hangs out with us. But my 3 boys, we homeschool them, and we love it. It's has its hard days, but for the most part, we absolutely love it. Thanks again, Along the River Homestead, for being here and for modding for me. I totally appreciate it. You guys, you have a great night. Oh, and I'll tell Sam you said good night too. Yeah, they are definitely nasty. Okay, let's see. We got a couple more minutes before the giveaway. Read a couple more. This one, when do you like going to bed? I am a night owl, so I actually could stay up really late, but with kids, I now have to try to get to bed by 10:30, 11. But I used to be able to stay up super, super late, but then I'd like to sleep in, and with kids and animals, you can't sleep in a ton. Hang on one sec. So when do you guys head to bed at night? What's your question?
What's their favorite book?
Oh, okay. Then you have to share yours.
Okay.
Okay, Sam wants to know, what is your favorite book? And he's going to share his favorite book.
My favorite book is probably the first book from the Fablehaven series.
Yep, so the Fablehaven series, I really like that series too. It's a really awesome one. If you've read Fablehaven, let us know, because that is totally one of our favorites. Cooper Family Homestead, I work nights. I usually sleep from 10 to 2 to 3. I'm guessing that's got to be hard with a family, though, because I'm sure they're all up when you're trying to sleep.
That is so chaos.
Marvelous Homestead, I'm a night owl too. I usually get exhausted around 12 to 1 a.m. Yeah, and see, if I've got something in my brain and on my head, I'll go lay down, and my husband will fall asleep, and I'll just lay there thinking and thinking and thinking, and then kids get up and I deal with it, and then I lay there thinking, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna be so tired the next day.
I go to bed about like 10.
Yeah, this kid stays up reading most nights, I love that he reads, but I don't want him to stay up too late.
I love reading.
Robertson's Belly Acres, night owls here too. The Power of One is one of my favorite books. We'll have to look that one up. I don't think I've read that one. Okay, next question. Oh, we got 1 minute. So go comment if you haven't commented on my last video to get in for this giveaway. Okay, next question. What is my favorite food? I love seafood, and sushi is one of my favorite. And we just made homemade sushi it was this week, right? Mm-hmm. And so I've got a video that hopefully in the near future will be coming out on how we make our homemade sushi. Wow. So what do you guys love to eat?
Dad loves to read Michael Bay too.
Oh, was that on here? Oh, too many pick. Harry Potter, Michael Bay, I love Hunger Bay. Oh my gosh. I love Hunger Games too.
I want to read
that
it.
Is totally, yeah, he's not quite old enough. J-Love Adventures. Those are definitely great ones.
I'm still waiting to be old enough to read the next Harry Potter book.
Yeah, my kids have to go to bed early or they are a mess the next day. Yeah, most of my little ones, they've got to go to bed. Need a good fantasy. Banana bread, yes. Good banana bread is the best. Okay, so it has now been an hour. So thank you to everyone who came out. 14 people. That is so awesome for our first live. I told this kid if I got 2 people to come out for the live, it would be a success. So 14 is awesome.
I think we got up to like 17
at one point. So the prize, and this isn't a super huge prize because this goal kind of came up on me really fast, but we are giving away some seeds for ground cherries. I know some of you haven't done ground cherries in the past. Some of you said you've looked into it or tried. We did ground cherries last year and loved them. And so I thought that would be a great first giveaway for us to do, is to give away seeds to a plant that we really loved doing last year. So fans for life. Awesome. Thank you, Copper Kettle Farms. I love listening to your lives and listening to you sing. You have an awesome voice.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to do it. I got to put the link in here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, we got a lot. New people enter. When I checked this before, we only had 9. We got 19 who entered. So let's see who our winner is. Royal Amethyst Acres. You are our winner. And you're still on here. Oh, yeah, and she's modding for me. So that's even more awesome. Thank you, Royal Amethyst Acres. So I will have to get some contact info from you. Oh no, J-Love Adventure. She ordered ground cherries last year and they turned out to be tomatillos. Tomatillos are great, but when you want ground cherries, that is not awesome. So Royal Amethyst Acres, if you want to email me, I think my email is in the description. It's homesteadodyssey@gmail.com. So if you'll email me, I will get these sent out to you as soon as I can. And then hopefully my goal is when we get to 350 subscribers, I'll do my next giveaway. And I'm planning to do some of our homemade goat milk soap that also has some of our raw honey from our bees last year. We were talking about doing it in the past. So awesome. I am so thankful that you guys all came out. It was awesome chatting with you guys. I'll have to figure out when and how often I'll do chats. Thursday night, there's a lot of people on here who I like to go to their chats. And so I probably won't stick with Thursday nights, but we'll figure it out. So thank you guys all again. You're awesome. Thanks for hanging out. You guys all have a great night, and I will see you later. Say bye.